and hold on this game. With the way that they've started the fights. Quinn again trying to start something off, goes in with the BKB in the Remnant. On top was Margot. Again, Margot puts the BKB himself, turns to the bashes, and he's dead with the rupture. The silence, Quinn's gone. He has buyback. The Racks, they're already taken down. As Beast Coast will be able to claim the creeps. Ace is in with the Aghanim's Doom.
Stolen Doom.
Has closed the gap on towards Parker. Parker, of course, does have the Aegis, so he's going to be back for round 2. Parker's taken down. Dark Margot won't have the same luxury. He's dead, but he does have buyback, and he does have Fiend's Gaze ready to get back in. Schofield turns with the Stolen Doom down on the Ember Spirit, and Quinn, he bought back for this. It's a dieback on the Ember. Double kill for Parker. Beast Coast, they look to be on the verge of closing this one up unless the final 4 of Claiming Gladiators can do anything to turn it, but they cannot. Celery's dead. Tofu's going to get chased back to the fountain. Duracho will try his best to stand his ground, but they're losing their heroes. Parker's diving in. He wants to try and find it, but he's caught by the stun. The fountain's beat him down, but the Decrepify. They keep Parker safe, and now allow him to waveform out, pick up the Rampage with the Adaptive Strike on the way out. As, MVP stinging there for protecting his morph and allowing Parker to get a Rampage on the way towards the end of this game by the looks of it, unless Ace and Duracho have something crazy up their sleeve here. Duracho tries to jump in. It's not going to happen. He's dead. GG is called. Beast Coast will take this game 1.
What an early game. I don't think you could ask for something better, really, from Beast Coast. Like, these Fiend's Gates all over the place. I think Mago, like this, not MVP, I would say, in this game, but definitely has an argument for it with the way that he's moving his team around the map. Parker playing a phenomenal game on this Morphling, and just some really crisp, clean decision-making and itemization, I would say, from Beast Coast that allows him to take this one. I love the way they played.
Yeah, that was that's a huge win. A huge win for Beast Coast turn up today. I mean, we're already getting kind of like these upsets right on this stream. The first series, right? TSM, they turn up, they take a game off Tundra. I mean, this is only game 1 of the series. Maybe the Beast Coast can take both of them. I mean, if they play as well as they did here in this game 1, there's definitely a chance of that, right? Because it just looked very well rounded. Yet Parker Moore 16, 2 and 7. Whilst the goal did end up closing, because you could definitely kind of see, for Gaming Gladiators in these games where they do sort of lose the lanes as much as they did, because they're as good as they are, they're still able to keep up in farm, right? They find their ways to sort of keep up at that level. But this game, it didn't matter, because those final calls, those final moves, those buybacks around that Roche fight towards the end as well from Beast Coast, they out-executed Gaming Gladiators. They outplayed them.
Yeah, outplayed them, out-executed, and honestly, this Morph pick was like, the Morph and the Underlord pick were actually perfect. At first glance, I was like, I still like gamings, but when you do look at the draft overall, like this Morphling, he's the king of the game if he's not getting doomed. And Duracho got so shut down in this game that he's recovering for 30 minutes or more. Everyone pretty much on the side of gaming besides Quinn is just looking for recovery outlets the whole time, and this Morphling has the best late game he possibly can versus these heroes. Limited catch, he has great itemization he can go for because he's playing versus Silencer and Doom. He can do the Mantle Lincoln's kind of build, and he's able to turn into an Ember Spirit. So a phenomenal game from Beast Coast. Good planning and great plays all across the board.
Just all round. Every player really playing their part. Stinger with the Saints and such as... He had the stolen spells, right? Schofield.
Right. It was huge. Like, it really was like everyone across the board. Just the Pugna impact maybe a bit invisible, but definitely doing some stuff with these decreps in these fights. But yeah, every single player does have an argument for making these big plays and big impact plays in this game on the side of Beast Coast.
Really, really, really good stuff. And honestly, already just taking this one game against Gaming Gladiators, that's impressive enough. But maybe they're able to do it twice, and maybe. That 2-0 against Gaming Gladiators. That's really going to get the momentum going for this team in this league.
No, absolutely. And it's always good to see them bust something out that they really haven't played too much. Yes, it's been I wouldn't call it an SA special, but it is something that SA does. It's Underlord mid. I know Chris Luck likes to play quite a bit too, but this game they did, and I think it's extremely unexpected when you do something like this. Every pro player you talk to, they talk about Dark Mago, the smallest hero pool out of like anybody. He did something that I think nobody really anticipated here.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Beast Coast with this first game, getting the win.
Team Secret y Party Mats presentan Fuerte, Rápido y Furioso. Ellos están listos para salir a las líneas y lucirse de una forma excelente. Haz tu movida. Apoya a tu equipo favorito con Party Mats.